Before we dive in, I need you to know this. You can listen to this entire book for free on Audible right now. Yes, the full audiobook, free with the Audible trial, link in the description. Now let's talk about the book. It's called Theo of Golden, a novel. And I want you to listen closely, because this isn't just a story. This is the kind of book that feels like stepping into another life, another world, another version of yourself. It's emotional, it's cinematic, and it has that rare kind of beauty that makes you slow down and actually feel. If you've been craving a novel that isn't just entertainment, but a real experience, this is for you. Here's the promise. This book will make you think. It will make you ache in the most tender way. And it will leave you with that quiet feeling of, I'm not the same person I was before I started listening. Because The of Golden is about more than plot. It's about meaning. It's about what we chase, what we lose, what we sacrifice, and what we finally understand when it's almost too late. If you've ever felt like you were meant for more, but you've also felt afraid of what more might cost, this book will speak to you. If you've ever loved someone deeply and still wondered if love alone is enough to save you, this book will speak to you. And if you've ever carried a secret dream inside your chest, the kind you don't say out loud because it makes you vulnerable, this book will speak to you. The reason it's so powerful is because it touches something universal, that human hunger, the hunger to be seen, to be chosen, to be understood, to become who you were always meant to be. But here's the thing. In this story, golden doesn't mean perfect. It means tested. It means shaped by fire, by time, by heartbreak, by the moments you thought would destroy you, but somehow didn't. This book explores the emotional truth that most people don't talk about, that sometimes the life you want requires you to let go of the life you know. And that kind of transformation is never clean. It's messy, it's painful, it's beautiful. Now let's talk about the feeling of this book, because that's what matters. It has this atmosphere that pulls you in like a slow sunrise. You can almost see it, you can almost touch it, and you can feel that something important is happening beneath the surface. A tension, a longing, a quiet war inside the characters. It's the kind of story where the smallest choices matter. A glance, a silence, a sentence said too late, and while you're listening, you realize this isn't just a novel, it's a mirror. It reflects back the parts of you that have been waiting, waiting for courage, waiting for permission, waiting for love that feels safe, waiting for freedom. Now let me pull you into what makes this book so addictive. It's not loud, it's not flashy, it's emotionally intelligent. It understands how humans really work, how we can desire something and fear it at the same time, how we can sabotage what we love, how we can stay in familiar pain because unfamiliar joy feels risky. And that's where the book becomes personal. Because as you follow the story, you start noticing your own patterns, the ways you've settled, the ways you've stayed quiet, the ways you've tried to be good instead of being real. And you start asking yourself questions you didn't expect to ask. What am I pretending not to want? What am I afraid to claim? Who would I become if I stopped shrinking? That's the value of this book. It doesn't only tell a story, it awakens something. It pulls you back to your own heart. And the most powerful transformation happens in the background. While you're listening, you start feeling braver, not loud braver, quiet braver. The kind of bravery that looks like honesty, that looks like choosing yourself, that looks like walking away from what drains you, that looks like reaching for what's meant for you. This book reminds you that your life is not meant to be survived. It's meant to be lived. Now, I want to share a mini story because this is exactly what happened to me while listening. There was a moment where a character faced a decision that wasn't dramatic on the outside, but on the inside, it was everything. And I felt my chest tighten because I recognized it. That moment where you know what you want, but you also know what it will change. That moment where choosing your truth could cost you comfort, could cost you approval, could cost you the old version of you. And I realized something in that moment. Most people don't fail because they don't have talent. They fail because they don't give themselves permission. Permission to be fully alive. Permission to want what they want. Permission to outgrow who they were. This book doesn't beg you to change. It seduces you into it. It makes change feel romantic, sacred, golden. Because golden is what happens when you finally stop living for everyone else. Golden is what happens when you stop treating your dreams like they're unrealistic. Golden is what happens when you stop waiting. And the beauty of Thee of Golden is that it doesn't promise a perfect life. It promises a true one. A life where love is real, where loss means something, where your choices shape your future. That's the cinematic power of this novel. You don't just watch characters move through life. You feel their inner world, and you remember your own. Now, if you love novels that feel like poetry, but still keep you emotionally hooked, if you love stories about identity, desire, purpose, and becoming, this is your next listen. And the audiobook experience makes it even more intimate. Because hearing the emotions out loud, hearing the weight in the voice, it turns the story into something you live through. Now I want you to take action, because there's a reason you found this message today. The physical book costs money on Amazon, but you can listen to it completely free on Audible right now with the free trial. And this is exactly the kind of story you want in your ears when you're walking, driving, cleaning, living. It becomes a companion, a mood, a mirror. So click the link in the description, listen free on Audible, and let Thee of Golden pull you into a story that might quietly change you. Link in the description. In